teenies, new and old, to Wits and Crits, a roundtable Q&A style podcast hosted by me, your Dice Goblin and resident Vanilla Guard Boy loving Ship Gremlin, Hayden Davio. I'm the player for Aviana Kolesh, Regan Alis, and Fionnuala Ione. For those of you who are finding us for the first time, hi, hello, we're a group of actors, performers, and improvisers who have come together through our love of storytelling and mutual nerdery. Today on the show, I still have written down Cody Hewitt, but, you know, they're not here today, so I brought in these two nerds.
Hi, I'm Cody Hewitt.
Oh shit, here we go. Absolutely dragging Cody's name to the mic.
But, you know, I guess since I don't have them today, I brought in these two nerds. I have Carrie Johnston and Eric Embleton. Or Eric.
Oh shit. Eric.
If you really want to pronounce that H in their username. Mm-hmm. But welcome to the show, guys. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, tell the fine folks at home, or in their car, or in a field somewhere. I don't know. Why don't you tell them who you play, starting with Kitty.
Oh, heck, it's me. I'm Carrie. I do the voice acty things. You probably know me from doing all the things over at Something Witty Entertainment. Also play D&D over at Something Witty Gaming. Mm-hmm. But we're not talking about that D&D today. We're talking about the 19 D&D. Heck, where I play Lexi and Devin. And they're like my only active characters right now. I have a whole bunch of inactive ones. But today we're probably going to talk about Lexi and Devin.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Eric?
Heckin', I do less voice acting things, but I do the cool kids. I do the cool kids thing. I play video games with the Izzy and the Cody on Tuesdays. I play tabletop RPGs over on Summoners Network on Mondays, and I do Thursday games with Nat 19. I play Kyra and I play Gino. And I also play Omar sometimes.
I love him.
I also love him.
I
also
always
on a very popular podcast, #Team Humble.
And also, we are #Team Humble. This is the humblest
Team
session
Humble.
of Wits and Crits. You're welcome.
Yep, you're so welcome. We're allowing Hayden to be around our humbleness.
I'm truly blessed, honestly.
Our sheer humility. Oh, it's been a while since we've gotten to do this.
Dude, I'm gonna say it, like, the last time we did a Humble stream was fucking years ago, dude, and we're still like, #Team Humble as far as fucking at baby. Like,
why do you think I wanted to have both of you on an episode?
You fool.
Oh, yeah.
I need to bask in the glory that is Humble, you see.
Now we just need to get Eagle in.
Okay.
The Humble bundle.
Oh, the Humble bundle.
Hey.
That's beautiful.
You're welcome. All right. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, or forget how this show works, which I can't believe you do that to me, I have a couple of dice here. These ones were gifted to me by my wonderful Jonah Scott, who's one of my DMs on Fridays, which you guys should go watch Shadows over Velda. It's really good. But anyway, we're talking about
That's all that this Wits and Crits is gonna be. Us pitching our other D&D games.
Pitching everything else. You should go watch
You'll
it.
see the Zelda streams on Summoners Network. Is also
God.
pretty fucking solid.
Hey, we support each other here at Nat 19. That's what I'm saying.
We do, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Everyone's wonderful. But I have a couple of dice here. I've got a D4 and a D10 today. I'm going to roll a D10, or I roll it. Woo! Gonna roll a D4. Whee! I have had so much caffeine today, man.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
I had half a shaker of Gamer Saps earlier, and then I got coffee as well, so I'm wired.
Have you had any water or food?
Oh yeah, no,
amongst all your
I've had
caffeine?
both water and food. I promise
Good.
I have eaten.
Okay.
And I've worked out today. I'm good to go.
Okay, get
But
it.
I'm gonna roll a D4 to determine who I'm asking a question to, and then I'll roll a D10 to determine which question. So, if you're ready.
Never. Not even once.
Oh, it's for both of you.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay. There's only two here. I'm gonna roll a D4. I'm gonna let fate decide.
Oh, she don't like me.
Oh, same. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with the wholesome one. For both of you.
Interesting.
I was gonna say, like, no, we're dreading the non-wholesome one.
I mean, we can
Like,
start
oh.
there if you want.
No, it's
we're
fine.
good.
Do the
It's
wholesome.
good, yeah.
Okay. What are some things that you've learned from your fellow guest, whether it be in roleplay or in life?
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's so beautiful. What the fuck?
Whoever can start, whatever you want to do.
That's so difficult. Me and Eric have been friends
It
for a very
is.
long
It
time.
is.
Mhm. An absolute
Heck,
treasured friendship. Oh my god, I don't know.
Heckin', I feel like, this is going back to the days of Digimon.
Ooh, let's go.
Heckin', I feel like, playing Isaac and Paige with you, definitely, it helped me kind of learn how to, like, accept when things, like to kind of shake off preconceptions of who you think your character is, you know? How that kind of problem can arise sometimes where you, like, have an image of the character in your head, and then it doesn't match up with how you play them, and you're kind of like, oh, what do I do? I think playing with Paige, playing with you, it helped me kind of learn to, like, shake that shit off and, like, just kind of accept the character as it, like, as they are, and just roll with it.
Aww.
So yeah, that was helpful.
I mean, like, I know that it's going back, but can you, like, remember? Did you have a thing of, like, he's gonna be, like, really cool, and then you were like,
No,
oh no, he's dark. Like,
No, it was more just like a thing of, like, I thought, like, he would I guess I thought he'd be more, like, active, or, like, more like, he was definitely protective of Paige.
Oh my gosh, yes. A very good big brother.
But, like, I guess I thought in the beginning that there would be more of, like, a direct, like, interaction, whereas he was kind of, like, until shit hit the fan, he was a little more passive.
Okay.
At least that's how I remember it.
Dude, yeah, it's been a hot fucking minute. Like,
but, like, I kind of just learned to, like, yeah, like, he loves his sister, and he is, like, he wants to see her, like, thrive and be happy and do stuff that she likes and be safe. And when it comes time to throw hands, then I'm gonna throw hands hard. Like, I it's hard to describe exactly how I envisioned him, especially because, again, it's been so long. But, like, I definitely had a different image of him in my head when we started versus where we ended.
Like, the vibe I'm getting is that you kind of thought that, like you're saying, he was going to be, like, a little bit more hands-on, and, like, I think maybe, like, Paige would need him more, and he kind of had to step back and, like, let her, like, do stuff.
I suppose, yeah, kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it was more of a thing of, like, just accepting his role in that relationship, I suppose. And, yeah, it was very, very helpful for creating other characters going forward.
Dude, it's wild. Like, character creation is the fucking, like, barely figuring out your character. Like, playing your character is figuring out your character. Like, 100%. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's taught me to be a lot more, like, just kind of wait and see what happens with it.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
don't like, just kind of throw it to the wind, throw it to fate, and see what fucking happens.
She don't like us though, Eric. Like, what are you doing?
Sometimes Lady Luck is definitely not on our side.
Oh my god.
Lady Luck,
My
I don't know.
Second roll ever in Baldur's Gate was a fucking 1 because of
Oh my gosh.
I was like, all of the dice, no matter where they are, hate me so much.
I've rolled so many ones in Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, nope. Nope, we're gonna quick save before this roll so we can reload.
Ooh, damn. Damn.
Yeah, no, I save scum like a bitch. But, Oh no, I'm holding down my pedal. I'm not on push to talk.
Oh no.
But so what about you, Carrie? What are some things that you've learned from Eric?
I'm trying to think, because we haven't really gotten to do a lot of role play. Like, we pretty much just got to do
Digimon
Strahd, and now Princes.
Brief Fate.
Very brief Fate.
Yeah. Chatsumas doesn't even really count because he wasn't a character.
Okay, but he was a hero.
That may be true, but he didn't have autonomy. Yormir, though, is what I was gonna say. Yeah. So those sessions count as well.
Oh,
I love it.
I love it so much. Again, I'm trying to think. Like, heckin' step away from, like, role play and just, like, general being friends with Eric. Eric is such an incredibly positive person. Like, he's so happy about so many things. And it helps me be chill about some stuff. Like, it's so wonderful to have such a, like, friend who's just, like, filled with joy, like, so much of the time. Like, dude, you're like the epitome of, like, I'm happy to be here. Like, no matter what's going on. It's like, hell yeah, bitch. And that's so wonderful. That makes me so happy. Yeah, take that. Get loved, you bitch.
Yeah.
How dare you?
No, you just, and like, you have such a realness and like a groundedness to you that's just super refreshing to be around, especially like we work in the entertainment industry and that's not always the case. A lot of people can be very fake and very put on, and you are absolutely refreshing to be around. And it reminds, I'm like, I'll say something that I've learned from Eric is that like it reminds me to like stay genuine and be genuine and like be honest when it really counts. And like that's something that I learned from you, Eric.
It's very
Guys, Wits Day's tomorrow.
What are you doing?
Wits Day's tomorrow. And Buffy Day's tomorrow.
We're just changing the name to Buffy Day.
It's just Buffy Days.
Spencer's like, wait a fucking second.
I'm like, wait, but there's no B weeks days of the week. Wait.
Oh no, what do we do?
Fuck.
It's Beef Day.
Beef Day. Well, thank you.
Take that. Like,
Yeah, take that. But now I'll ask you some like traumatic questions.
traumatic.
I cannot talk today. Dear God, this
We're
happens
doing better
like,
this time round.
Well, hey, this is your first. This is your first fuck
this
up.
is my,
So.
this
Yeah,
is my
for
first
sure,
fuck
yeah.
up. Yeah. Oh, Carrie, I have questions for you.
What? No.
I know. That's why you're here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought we were just hanging out.
I know. Okay. Number 10.
I was thinking it.
I said it and I'm like, nah, I gotta lean in.
Gotta do it.
For Lexi.
Oh.
For the most part, you've been able to show off your Kitsadrian form proudly, especially in the Cauldron, without fear of being ostracized or shunned, thanks to the company that you keep. Do you think this will change when you head further north towards Grey Rock, where Miriam's family is?
Yarp.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yup. No, that's it. Yep.
Cool, next question.
Yeah, especially toward like the land away
No,
as
dude,
well.
that's been such a huge fucking thing because one of my first fuck ups with Lexi was being like, we Kitsadria around like, I think it was fucking Edragan, and he was like, and I was like, oh shit.
It was with Edragan and Diane, right?
Yep, and then that landed me in a whole bunch of fucking shit where it was like fucking, okay, but Kitsadria are doing bad fucking stuff, and we need to make sure that it's not you, so we have to separate you from your friends and put you into this fucking zone of truth, and you have to answer these questions, and like, it was horrible. It was a very traumatic thing for Lexi, and then we went to Honokuni, and it was like, oh, everybody can see you anyway. Like, we can all see that you're a Kitsadria. Like, there's no point in hiding it anyway. And she got used to it. And then we came back, and it was like, oh, okay, I guess I better go back to hiding. And then it was like, well, I mean, everybody knows here. You don't have to hide here. So she's like comfortable and like happy that she like gets to be herself. So that's gonna be a big old adjustment and reminder of some shame when she's got to go back to hiding.
Do you think she'll hide in Grey Rock or just the Land Away?
Definitely the Land Away. I think she'll hide. I think she'll hide in Grey Rock. I think as soon as we're like out of the city, she's gonna be like, "Well, I'm not safe anymore. Here we go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
girly.
poor girl. I know.
Yeah, it's a whole lot, and there's a lot of layers to it for her, especially now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's technically another question, but it's in the same vein. How does Lexi feel about not Scandal, about Diane being a Kitsadria now?
Dude, right? Like, there's like a whole thing of like, how dare she? But also like, good, adjust, bitch. like, I'm angry that she's one of our kind, but also, let's see how she deals with it. What will you do? How will you live your life now? It's hard, huh? Fucking sucks.
It sucks, huh? How's she feeling about Diane? Because in the I realize I'm just like jumping like into kind of a conversation about this, but I've just been really curious since it happened, because there was that whole thing during the cauldron is Lexi was so angry, and she was dealing with her anger towards the family, and at least from my point of view was like hard projecting it on Diane, because that was like that was the most immediate person from the family that she could like fucking kill. She could do something about it. It was like, at least from my perspective, a way for her to like deal with those feelings somehow. And I could be just reading too much into it because I'm like,
no, 100% though. Like,
but
dude,
like, how's she feeling now? Because there was the whole fight where she lowered her weapon, and then Avi being like, "Hey, let's kind of cut a deal here." Like, there was a lot of layers around that. So I wanna hear. We haven't really had a chance to like hear from you or from Lexi, like how she was feeling in that moment and how she's feeling like in the aftermath of that, like how she's adjusting.
Oh,
so go off.
Oh my god. Again, it's also been a hot minute since it's happened, so I'm trying to fucking remember. But no, I remember that because Diane was like the highest like member in the family and represented the family like to Lexi, like as a singular unit, because it's easier to do that than really think about how fucking vast the actual family is and how kind of impossible it is to stop them. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna get Diane. And I think she definitely rationalized in her brain, like, no, like Diane's done a lot of horrible things and I should kill Diane. Like, she definitely had something to do with what's going on with the Kitsadria. I should kill Diane. And then when the moment came, she kind of couldn't. She saw her as a person, and I guess partially because there was that moment where it felt like Diane wanted to leave. Diane didn't want to be like a part of the family. And Lexi like saw herself in Diane and the dilemma that she went through, and she was like, oh no, I relate to this. And that, yeah, dude, I was like, you fucking know, I have the scroll for a Circle of Death. I was going to Circle of Death Diane, and then didn't. And I was so angry, like, cause like, as Lexi, I'm like, okay, that's a huge fucking decision and an emotional thing, and that's gonna like sit with me. And as Carrie, I'm like, I want to use my cool fucking item and murder somebody. Yeah. Like, god damn it, I didn't get to use it. Like,
You gotta save
Just
it for
use
the
it on
final
Raleigh.
boss.
Dude, I was
Raleigh,
saving
the
for-
final boss.
I was saving it for the final boss. I got given that shit in Honokuni and didn't use it. Then I was like, it's for Diane. It's got her fucking name on it, baby. And then I was like, oh no! So yeah. And like, the part about like the aftermath of it, I think because Lexi didn't like get to go to space with everybody, so she only knows what went down from what all of her friends like told her, and she believes and trusts them, obviously. So she's like, okay, if they think that Diane's not as bad as I thought Diane was, then I guess I believe them. But that's a really hard adjustment. That's a whole thing.
Yeah, and it's not even thinking she's not as bad. It's like acknowledging all of what she's done and all of what she's been through.
Yeah.
You know, and even that's a huge fucking adjustment, because like, how do you, when you've been hating someone and like projecting your hatred and projecting, you know, your experiences onto them, unraveling that is fucking hard. And I can only imagine what Lexi's going through.
Dude, and like trying to detach all the hatred that she has from the family, or like for the family, like from Diane. Like, it's a whole thing of like, okay, I need to accept that if I kill Diane, I'm not killing the family, and that it's a lot more complicated than like I initially thought it was going to be, and it's going to be really difficult, and we need to start thinking about them as this huge organization that we need to figure out how to fucking break down. It's a lot. Lexi's having a time.
Yeah.
She's too itty-bitty to deal with all these emotions. There isn't enough space in her.
She's like Tinkerbell. Only enough, only big enough to feel one thing at a time.
Room enough for one. My poor girl, fuck.
I love her so much. There's a question about it later, so like if we get to it, we get to it. But I fucking loved so much Lexi just going off at fucking Rory when he's like, just going off on him. It's like, I'm feeling a lot of things.
That was the most fun.
I was so happy. I was like, huh.
Especially because it was so stupid. It was just Rory being like, Aviana, I'd like you to be safe. Like, you shouldn't let them manipulate you. And Lexi's like, okay, I'm already angry about so many things. And he's like throwing some accusations out here. Like, I'm not about it. Like,
it's like, you took her. It's like, she came with us. She wanted to. So
Discord
oh my god!
like
yeah, he did not like that at all.
Oh, it's fine. Fucking, I don't. For some reason, it's hitting my noise gate.
Yeah, it was cutting out like crazy. Oh, that was so fun. Because dude, I never get to be angry Lexi, so it was so fucking fun being angry
so
Lexi.
funny. I was like, I need these two to get into yelling matches more. This is delightful.
Obvi's just like, oh my god, I'm so loved. Holy shit.
Yeah, for real. That was it. It's like, I'm just, fuck, okay, hell yeah.
Alright, okay.
It's like, he has murder in his eyes. He wants to push my friend off the building, and my friend will be fine. That's a little hot. Let's go. He's not gonna like that I find that hot, but whatever. He can deal with it.
But I'll tell him anyway.
I'll tell him. He can hold that. So good. For your edification, Eric, Rory pushed and/or threw Miriam out of the Skyward Estate, and it was great.
It was very funny.
It's just like that fucking meme of like the businessman presenting an idea and the boss out the window.
It's so
incredible.
funny. And
Oh,
like,
so funny.
it was that moment. She's like, "Yeah, no, that's a keeper. He is a keeper. He gets my energy."
Also, are you okay?
Yeah, feather fall, he was fine. Like,
he just cast fly on himself. He's fine.
yeah, he was fine. He's fine. There's so many things. He's good.
It's fine.
He's a bard. He's
exactly.
He's
He's a
good.
bard. It's Marion. He's fine. The only
He's
thing
a
that's hurt is
wizard
his
bard.
emotions. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the question. Thank you for your wonderful, insightful answers, Carrie. I appreciate
That's a
it.
good question. Oh my god, I appreciate it.
It's for both of you. So get scared. This is the most this is probably the most serious question of the episode.
Oh fuck.
boy.
Which of your characters is the most humble?
Oh shit. Okay, do you mean
fuck.
actually humble or do you mean could get into team humble? Because
Well-
they're very different things.
Well,
We would
I
need
need you
Eagle
to
here
know.
to vote on that.
Yeah, exactly.
this is from Eagle.
Oh!
So I
Randy Humbleson himself.
You
So I couldn't get him on the show. We did talk about it. But I asked him if he would send in a question. So this is from Eagle of Team Humble. So I feel it is who could get into Team Humble. So go off.
Isla.
Oh wait, no, we're talking about actually not humble people. Fucking Gino.
Gino? Oh, totally. 1,000%.
Gino's absolutely willing to fucking brag about himself and the things he's done.
Nope, Isla 100%. Yep. Oh my god. If it was like an actual like, oh my god, they're so humble and so adorable, like Paige and Lexi can get in. Like
If you'd have picked early Waterdeep Kyra, she could have gone in too, but she would have been kicked out eventually.
she would have changed. She wouldn't have been very #Team Humble anymore. That's incredible.
Like I said, that is the...
Gino and Isla hanging out would be fun, actually.
Oh my
Oh my god!
so fucking funny.
Oh, I want to be Isla again so bad. Oh, I miss her.
Punished Isla arc.
Dude, right? Like, fucking, I have Isla playlists. I have two. I have one for the first and second campaign, and it's called Better Twin. And I already have a playlist for the third campaign if you ever get there, and it's called Broken Twin.
Oh,
No!
Oh no! Like, she's so sad, y'all. But no, very, very Team Humble. She's about herself. Like, what a fucking great question. God damn it.
it had to happen. It had to.
happen. Had to.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Thank you,
Real,
Eagle, for your amazing question.
absolute incredible fucking throwback to like one of my first ever fucking D&D characters. I was married to Eagle's character.
Oh,
Copeland-
yeah!
Copeland would be in the good Team Humble, the one where they don't brag about themselves.
Actual
The alternate universe. Team
Yeah.
Humble.
Yeah.
Which
There's
of
that answer, just for him.
Oh yeah. Which of my characters could get into #Team Humble?
Oh, man.
Like actual Team Humble, like the one where we brag about ourselves.
Yeah. The real Team Humble.
Avi.
Yeah, I think she's the only one.
Yeah.
I could see a
Regan
universe where
would be-
Theo gets in on a technicality where she's
That's-
like
yeah.
bragging about herself because other people said you should totally do that to fucking
Yeah.
like, like to make yourself seem like scary or whatever, or like get into this fucking.
Hell
Like, you want to be the princess of hell. You gotta brag about yourself.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Amazing. I have a big sword and it used to live in my chest, but now I can use it. And I'm so strong, I am the queen of tyranny.
Oh my god, she's incredible. I hope she gets the 4 votes she needs to get in.
Wait. I can't count, I'm sure you're right.
I hope I get in.
Jordan's standing there like, no, I'm not gonna tell her.
He's like, you don't want to go in there. You don't. No.
It's like, oh, Theo.
Just
Oh,
head
baby.
pats. Honey, sweetie baby.
Oh, honey, baby girl.
Oh,
You're stupid.
Regan would get into the nice Team Humble. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Regan would be in the nice one. Yeah.
100%.
She acknowledges that she's very powerful, but she will never brag about it.
That's the Nat 19 spectrum. It's patootie to gremlin.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
All right.
Sometimes both. Like,
Yeah.
Lexi and Theo are both.
Yeah, Theo is definitely both.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Sorry,
her.
you were trying to fucking like be productive. I'm so sorry.
I wanted this episode to be fucking chaos, man.
Hell yeah, let's go.
That's why I had both of you. I was like, no, I need this Team Humble energy.
I'm so happy. This is the best thing to ever happen.
Wow. All right, the next one's for Eric. I pre-rolled. All right. I'm gonna roll a dash up, yeah. It's cocked. We don't have that number. We don't have that number. There you go. Listen, there's something about the dice that Jonah gave me that they really like to pick a number and just roll that during that day.
Huh.
During
All right.
Logan and Izzy's fucking wits and crits, it was 3s. It was 3s.
Huh.
And today it is 10s. And I'm like, listen,
Damn.
I need you to fucking work with me. All right. So, for Eric,
Yeah.
both you and Gino have had your agency taken away in Devil's Might Surrender. What is your opinion on agency being taken away from a player in service of the narrative?
Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
that is interesting. I
That's a good
think
question.
it is a good question.
I'll throw it in the comments.
I feel like there are obviously there are times where it's okay and where it isn't. The thing with Gino, I'm very like excited about and interested in, probably because I see an end of the, like at the tunnel, like end of the tunnel kind of thing. Like there will likely, not necessarily, but like likely be a point where this like where Gino either breaks free or is broken free or what have you. And I feel like, oh, this is a fun like romp where I don't get to where I get to watch myself beat up my friends. Like
That's great.
I think when it comes to like perma like agency denial, that's like I've never had it happen before. I've never seen it happen like to anyone else either. But like I feel like that's definitely a thing that like a DM should probably be like, hey, so like if you do this, this'll happen. Like to have it like be clear that like these are the repercussions of those actions, like either in or out of game. And if both sides are cool with that, then hell yeah, go for it. Like if fucking like you, I think there was like a dark gift in Barovia that did something like that. In Strahd.
Ooh, right.
From what I remember, it just like it turns you into either like a lich or a vampire or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
The DM takes your character away, and that's that.
It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Heckin'. Yeah, as far as like that stuff goes, though that's generally my thoughts on it. Heckin'.
It definitely depends on the player. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Like discussion should for sure happen.
Heckin', the ones where a thing about your character changes, kind of like the madness thing. Like, and it's like it's up to you how you interpret like that madness and like, you know, what have you, like kind of figure it out yourself. I have difficulty with those, I'm not gonna lie, but they are they can be fun if done correctly. Like Regan's was very fun. It was fucked up and like really
so
like
fun.
yeah, it was juicy as fuck.
It was fun.
Oh my god.
It depends. It also kind of just depends on like what campaign you're playing and where you're at, you know, in the world, in the story. Because Kyra, her whole thing of like wanting to become a lich, her whole madness thing of that, there wasn't really a lot of opportunity to really like explore that because we weren't really around. I had considered like if we ever went back to the monastery where that lich was, like trying to go and talk to him about it and seeing like what could happen there. But like we never went back there, and we never went like close enough to there that like it made sense to do. So I just kind of tried to sprinkle in little hints of it where I could with Regan. But yeah, like other ones perhaps could have lent themselves to a more interesting thing. I just usually have difficulty like implementing like unexpected changes on a whim like that.
That's totally fair. It can be difficult sometimes, especially depending on like what it is that's thrown at you.
Yeah, I want to get better about it, but it comes up so seldomly that like it's hard to get the chance.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And it's one of those where I'm like, with Regan's, I kind of like strayed away from hers, like just by just being Regan, because she's a very giving person, like to a fault, and I got punished with like a nightmare of it, basically. And almost like it was. I think it was Aaron's way of reminding me that was a thing, but it made it all the juicier.
Ooh.
I really love how Aaron ran the madness in Princes, and I'm like, do that more. Like, not all the time, but you're very good at this.
Make us crazy.
Make us crazy. It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, Kyra had one of those too, I think, right? Like, wasn't there like a undead kind of thingy she had?
Yeah, she was like, it was that thing that we were like investigating the rooms in the obsidian halls and shit like that, and there was like the scratches on the walls and shit, and I'm like, I want to know what the fuck that thing is so bad.
Right.
Like,
yes.
what the fuck? I know it's probably I think it's connected to the cults, I think was the conclusion we came to, because it was like the thing that Kyra saw in the void.
Yes, definitely. I remember that now, yeah.
Yeah. But I loved Kyra asking, it kind of leads into another question, so if you're cool with me just jumping to another question, because what I'm about to say, I'm like, yeah, it kind of leads into it if you're cool with that. I loved when they were in the cave and Kyra was like asking Regan about like her necromancy magic and how that kind of works. I think that was, you're like, I'm not very good at it. I was like, no, you sprinkled it in a very interesting way, because it made Regan's eyebrows go up a little bit, but it's like, I mean, you're asking me about it, so sure. You've been kind of against it, so I'm happy my friend's asking about it. Regan was none the wiser. Hayden was like, the fuck?
Oh yeah, I know. I definitely got the vibe that Regan had no idea what was going on.
No, she just thought her friend was interested in her magic, and she was happy. She took it at face value.
If we were playing in like a more undead focused kind of thing, that could have ended up like a lot bigger. But we kind of figured out there was a problem and fixed it before it could evolve.
Yeah, we tackled that shit real fast.
Yeah. It's like Kyra's whole mentality is like, she wasn't like, didn't want to become evil. She didn't want to like kill innocent people. She was like, I just want to be immortal and have absolute control over undeath.
Jeez.
What's wrong with that?
That's so hard.
Yeah. Like, she was gonna try to pursue a moral way of becoming a lich until she realized that she couldn't, because let's be real, she wouldn't have been able to find one. And then I think the madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she would have tried to find some way to approximate it without being evil, but then realized she couldn't, and it's like the madness. Who knows what the madness would have done at that point? But yeah, it could have been. It could have been fun.
Hell yeah. That's such a thing in D&D. We were like, oh my god, they're so hurt and so sad and fucking going through it. Hell yeah.
Yeah! My favorite thing is, like, outside of, like, cool adventure hooks and, like, lore and stuff, I'm like, I love feeling big emotions in D&D. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here for it.
That's my favorite shit ever.
The juice, though. That's why we play.
Like the fucking Kyra crying to her mom shit was like, that was like, oh my god, yes.
Oh.
Give me, I want more. I want to feel things like this every day.
You're like, not me, but my character.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
man.
Like, that's it.
I don't want to be
catharsis.
sad and feel like I killed a bunch of innocent people every day. That would be
Yeah.
terrible.
Dude,
my
it's because
character,
you can feel those things, but not actually feel them, because you can step away from them. Like, well, I mean, I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah. That's great. Acting.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Heckin'.
You also get the dopamine from trying to fake smooch your friends. It's great.
Oh, I love
The
flirting with my
best.
friends in D&D.
Oh, same.
It's so fun.
What's a flirt?
Eric, no. Gotta get on it, boy. Gotta get it.
You got it.
It's so
You're
fun.
getting it. It's happening. Yuri's right there. You just gotta start making the moves. Gotta put the moves on her.
Do it. Get her.
You wanna kiss a girl, don't you?
Kyra would not, doesn't have the first fucking clue where to start with that.
If only everyone in Princes wasn't spoken for, someone could have attempted to smooch Devon. What a fucking waste.
Listen, man. You didn't get here soon enough, because I've told
It's
you.
true.
That's always my problem. I'm always too late to get the girl. Poor Devon.
Listen, Carrie. Someday,
someday.
there
Oh.
will be a campaign. And I know
Lord,
I've
baby.
said
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
Laura Bailey my husband, which I plan to because he's such a Travis. He plays these funny haha characters. I'm like, no, bitch.
Yep.
You
Yep.
won't see it coming.
I
I'ma
already
get
got
you.
my current boyfriend twice.
I know. But
I
Carrie,
don't think I'm allowed to
I'm a-
do it again.
I'ma get you.
Bitch, this is just... Okay, it's not gonna be dramatic because I want to get you. So it's just gonna happen so quickly.
No.
It's gonna be like, shit!
You're gonna think. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna think you got me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
No.
Challenge
I'm gonna get you.
accepted,
It's
baby!
on, bitch. Karen, I want to flirt with you so bad.
So fucking bad, though. Oh my god.
It's true. And I'm like,
It is.
go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say it's funny that you mentioned that because I remember a long time ago, I think it was before we actually found Yuri in the campaign, and Kyra's like feelings were kind of solidified. I remember being like, if Devin and Kyra ever met, that'd be interesting. Like,
Eric, why you gotta do this to me?
listen, you're the one who showed up late. What the fuck you talking about?
I did my best. I waited like a year for there to be an
true.
appropriate time for me to come in. And dude, I was the most excited for coming in to see you and Brayden's reactions. Like, that was who it was fucking for, dude. I was like, let's go. Like, so excited. But
It's been
goddamn
fun
it,
having you
fucking...
around.
Oh,
I mean, Kyra, we discussed it on a previous Wits and Crits, but Kyra's definitely like window shopping when it comes to Devin. Like, she definitely is like, you're really, really hot.
I mean,
but
that's
like,
fair.
but like
That's
the
fair.
love of my life though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fuck. Devin's always fucking second choice, baby.
Listen, it's the childhood friends.
Oh.
That's how they get us.
Yeah, that's how it do. God damn it, fucking y'all and Brayden. It's never picking Devin.
Listen, I was so spoken for by the time Devin got in there.
I
Reagan
know.
was so fucking in it. She's like, sorry, this girl who's fucking wild. Yes.
Also, like, I was gonna say, I've never really done it. I think just because it was so fucking solidified, like, from the beginning of Strahd, and we all fucking know it. Like, Jolene and Hadrick was just happening. I was gonna be like, I've never, like, fought another player, like, for romance, because Devin was so chill about it, so she wasn't gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking show him, I'm gonna win Jolene's heart instead of Hadrick. It was like, well, that's what she wants. So I'm not gonna fuck with that. So cool, you win. She's super chill about it. I'd be super down to be like, no, I'ma get him. Like,
I want it.
it'd be so good.
And you think Brayden wouldn't have had the best time?
Oh,
with
she would have been
people-
so happy. That's also why I couldn't let her
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, Brayden would have been too satisfied. It's like, no, bitch, we can't
I had
let
to
you
deny
have
my friend that happiness.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
So good. We love you, Brad.
We love you so much,
Yeah,
Brady.
I need one of y'all to hop into their next episode to come give them kisses.
Hell yeah. Listen, we just talked about how down we are to smooch our homies. Like, gladly.
Oh, I'm rolling dice. Well, stop rolling off Avi's titties. There we go. All right.
Oh.
It's because my dice tray is out of the way, so I'm using my Avi boob mouse pad to roll.
Wonderful.
All right. Well,
Our fate is in her titties.
It's true. My hand is on her titties.
Nice.
Because we have boob mouse pads. That's the
Y'all
thing.
should buy them.
They're great. Anyway,
The luckiest titties there are.
it's true. For Kyra. Kyra has previously. Oh, this is just the question that I wanted to ask anyway. Let's fucking go.
Let's go!
Oh, hell yeah.
Kyra has previously expressed distaste and apprehension about her friend Regan's ability to raise undead. Has this changed at all now that she's gotten to know Regan more, or is she still against it? And why?
Well, she's still against undead in general. She was apprehensive of Regan once she learned that she could do that at first.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she quickly came to realize that, like, this, you know, Regan is great, and I think she had a conversation with Krusk about it once, where it's like, it seems like she just kind of doesn't understand the implications of what she has, or maybe like, or something like that, like this, like the social, or like the what effects it might have on people, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very sheltered when it comes to undead, and is like, she understands more about Regan now, and it's like, I think Regan understands what she has, she just thinks of it in a different way than like most people do, and she can do that elsewhere, but it terrifies me. I don't like undead. I'm very grateful that she is respectful of my my fear of undead. Like,
Aww.
she loves that Regan, like, takes that into consideration, like, very much. It's a huge point in Regan's favor for Kyra.
Yeah. No, Regan respects the crap out of Kyra, and she would never want to do anything that would make her friends uncomfortable around her. I know for her, she's like, this is a huge part of my abilities, but I will work around it.
Yeah.
And I can't promise there won't be times where she doesn't just go, okay, but they're cultists, I'm doing it, fuck it. I can't promise there won't be times. Because, you know, she wants to give them the best fighting chance that she can. And it's like, they're hurting us anyway. And we're going to kill them anyway. It's kind of the vibe. I guess to quote Astarion from fucking Baldur's Gate, it's like, they're just as dead.
Yeah.
You know?
It's definitely more of like just
Yeah.
the act, just like very much just seeing it is kind of like kind of triggering for her a little bit, because that's
Absolutely.
what killed her the first time. So like, the moral implications of it aside, like that's something she doesn't really even like necessarily care about, in comparison to the fact that, like, these things, like, they hurt me and they hurt my friend Alif. Like, I don't like them. Get them away from
Getting
me.
the prince's tea. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't know
That was
if
that was back in Waterdeep. Like, that happened
Mhm.
a long time ago.
Damn.
I don't know if if Regan knows that. I'm trying to think.
I
It's
don't
been
know.
so long.
Wow.
I don't think she knows. I think she just remembers her friends having a
Kyra
really bad
mentioned-
reaction.
I think Kyra might have mentioned it when they had that conversation in the cave. I don't know if I think she mentioned that she had a bad experience with undead in Waterdeep or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
And,
think
like,
she
that's
mentioned that
vague.
she's
Why
died.
she was initially apprehensive.
Ooh.
But yeah. I think it was at least brought up, yeah, at least very briefly. I don't know if the full details of it were disclosed.
No, she definitely didn't tell her, so Regan doesn't know. She's like, but it's just, I don't know, death is part of life, and that's how she's always been raised. That's why she's not bothered by the Frost Prince blessing, you know?
Nevin's got beef about that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. And she's
I'm
like,
so excited to talk to you about how I had beef with that.
oh, fucking let's go. I want it. I want to also excuse to roleplay with y'all more, so let's fucking go.
Dude, right? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But yeah, no, that's super fair on Kyra's end, and I can't wait for more tea. Let's fucking go. So I'm
gonna roll the dice up, yeah. It's for Carrie.
No.
yes. Yeah,
Well, they are all powerful here.
I am. Do you think that Lexi would
Did
have?
not like that laugh. Oh no.
Do you think Lexi would have reacted the same way about Flux leaving if she didn't find out the truth about Kevin?
Oh.
But you know, how much of it was messing with Izzy? Is the second part of that question.
It would have been more internal, and she would have been quicker to accept it. Because, like, fucking, that was, like, a whole big thing that, like, Lexi told Avi when they were in Honokuni.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when she was, like, locked away from everybody, and she just felt so incredibly lonely. And, like, because it gave her, like, flashbacks to being trapped by the family. And I don't think she really realized how traumatized by being isolated she was. So it's absolutely fucking triggering for her to be on her own. So seeing anybody leave is upsetting to her. But she's also a very compassionate person. So she would be like, okay, if Flux wants to leave and he, like, feels he needs to do this, then that's, like, his choice and I shouldn't stop him from doing it. But because she had just been hit with the Kevin information, she was just regressing and in the place that she was when Kevin first left, and just feeling like all of her friends are going to eventually leave. And it really fucking hit her. But also, I knew that Izzy wanted to step away, and I wanted to make it as difficult for him as possible. So, there's always for sure character motivation, but there's also always Carrie being kind of a butthole.
Listen, sometimes you gotta twist that knife just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount that I could tell it was making it so hard for him, I was like,
It was great. Oh, but yeah, no, I feel so fucking bad for her, dude. Like, it'll be okay. It's a thing that she does need to accept, and that was like a big thing because everybody was definitely like babying her like a little bit, and then Miriam came in just being like, hey, like, I'm not gonna, like, tell you whatever everyone else is telling you to make you feel better. Like, this is one of the things about life. Like, you should just be happy with the time that you got to have with Flux.
yeah.
Yeah, and she's trying to, like, take that in, that she can't hold on to specific things, like, forever. It's a lot. It's a whole lot,
Yeah.
right?
Oh. I mean,
Dude,
like,
I got hit with so much sadness right at the end. I was like, this is our last fucking game, and I'm not gonna get to be Lexi for, like, ever. And she's so sad. Like, why would you do this?
Your characters and ending up sad at the end of a campaign and
Right?
not getting to play again for years.
Logan
Like-
can't just let me be okay. Like, what the fuck, dude?
he's like, nah. And I mean, like, if I hadn't asked Diane we wouldn't have fucking known what was going on with Kevin.
That's wild. Like, that's crazy.
But I was like, I remember specifically Diane being like, I need to tell Lexi this, like, in person. And I was like shitting my pants that we wouldn't get to talk to her. So I was so glad. I was so glad that we got to, like, go to the trial. Because Avi was like, oh, you have information for the person who I feel like is my sister. And is unlocking some motherly stuff for me, and we're not going to talk about that.
Hell yeah, let's go.
It's great. I love it. But it's like, no, you owe her information.
Dude, the trial was fucking wild. I remember sitting
so
there
good.
just being Carrie, being like, are we actually going to fucking let her die like this? Like, it feels so different, like, having a trial and, like, having someone be, like, sentenced to death than just, like, killing them in a fight. Like, it felt so fucked up, and I was like, are we actually doing this? Oh my god. Like, it was dark, dude.
It's kind
Oh, it was a little great. Like, yeah.
Was there anything that, because I know there was stuff for me, but it's not my episode, so I'm gonna put a pin in that. But was there anything during the trial, because we're talking about it and I want the tea, was there anything during the trial and watching that happen that, like, it brought up anything for Lexi, like, in watching it? Like, what was kind of her reaction to, like, internal reaction to what was going on, like, before she got all that info?
I think that it was just mostly, like, a lot of internal debate. Like, I think she was, like, very much trying to be in the moment, and it was a lot of, okay, do I have any information that would, like, save either of them? And I remember as Carrie, but I'm also very nervous to bring up, like, fucking lore shit in case I've got it wrong. Like, I was like, I kind of want to be like, hey, Murkwire didn't really know what he was doing. Like, that's kind of bullshit to hold him accountable for these crimes because he didn't really know what he was doing. But I was quiet about it because I'm very nervous to do that shit.
I think you probably would have been met with, but it doesn't change the fact that he did it.
I think so too, and I think
Because
that's also
Avi
kind of what I
probably
landed
would've-
on.
Yeah, Avi probably would have said
Yep.
as much to Lexi. It's like, but he still did it.
But he still did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a whole thing of, like, should this be happening? Should I try to stop this? Is there something I could do to stop this? Was pretty much all that was
Yeah.
going through, even though, you know, they did some shit. Like, 'cause, yeah, like I said, Lexi's a very compassionate person. So situations like that are real fucking difficult.
There was
Especially,
a lot.
yeah, like, especially looking at people who have hurt her and hurt people that she loves. It's like, oh,
Like, what do I do?
what do I do? Yeah, that would have been so funny though. Lexi was just like, but Markwire didn't really know what he was doing, so maybe we shouldn't be doing this. And I was like, shut up. He did it though. Like, just- okay.
It's like, I realize how that
Pinch
sounds
the
coming.
lips.
Yeah.
I realize how this sounds coming from me, but he did it though.
But he fucking did it though.
I should be fucking dead 10 times over right now, so I realize I'm not one to talk, but he did it though.
She makes very valid points. I will sit back down.
You know, Avi had no place to weigh in there. She's like,
Yeah.
I've been sentenced to death so many times I cannot say shit right now. I am alive because I have a boy.
Holy fuck.
She has no room to fucking talk, dude.
Oh,
Heckin', because we're on the topic of it, I want to ask about it.
Ooh.
Because I've been so curious.
Oh my god.
How is Lexi handling everything she learned about Contabile and Kevin?
Oh my god, dude. It was so fucking funny. Me and Izzy were joking the other day on stream. Because we were talking about, like, Izzy's like, if I come back as Raleigh, like, fucking, it's gonna be wild. And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be all like, hey, like, I've been gone for a really long time and I've worked on myself and I think that I can be a better friend to you guys. And then it's like, you stabbed my friend who was masquerading as your dad while you were possessed by a demon. And then Izzy was like, for people who don't have context, that's a whole lot to unpack. And I'm like, yeah. It really fucking is though, dude. Like, oh my god, she's still reeling because Carrie, I'm still reeling. And I'm like, did Logan know this from the start? Like, has he been keeping this from me for actual fucking years? That fucking Kevin was Contobile, and that I fucking abandoned him to look for him. Like,
I feel like he did.
I also feel like he did. I feel like he knew from the fucking beginning, because he's a butthole.
He kept that Mary shit under the Marinus shit under wraps for fucking years. I wouldn't put that past him.
God.
Oh my god, dude. Hayden, me and Spencer were in call with Eric after that session. He was like, how was game? And we were like, oh my god, Eric! Eric! Spencer's been so hurt! Like,
Oh my god!
That son of a bitch. You pulled one over on us for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, no.
But yeah, you're
dude,
still reeling? Give me the
still
give me all
absolutely
the
fucking
tea.
reeling. Like, the main thing that she's kind of dealing with is the conflicting feeling of, I never should have left. Like, if I hadn't have left, I somehow would have found out that that was Kevin, and I could have helped him. Like, and me escaping also, fucking, according to some random family member, like, fucking kicked up the security for Kitsadria, so there's way worse fucking conditions for all the Kitsadria that are, like, under the family's control. So terrible fucking shit happened because she left to find Kevin, and he was right there. So it feels pointless, but also she's grown so much from this journey and met people that she loves, and feels guilty that she still would have left if she knew all that she knew now. She feels guilty and selfish. It's a lot. Like, oh, Lexi!
Do you think, because Kevin's pretending to be Contobile, and after Lexi left, conditions got a lot worse, do you think that Kevin as Contobile, in order to keep his cover, might have had something to do with tightening the security on the Kitsadria?
Hayden, don't.
Oh, I've been thinking about this since we found out, so I need
my
you to think about it
God.
too. So, yeah, deal with that
Hayden,
thought.
how could you do this?
Have fun untwisting this second knife.
There's so many knives.
Maybe there's a reason Logan and I are friends, fuck.
Yeah, y'all mean. Y'all fucking mean. Dude, the other thing that's fucking sad to think about is that, like, when Raleigh stabbed him, he got amnesis. So I'm kind of like, there's already, like, a fucking, like, body dysmorphia thing when you can inherently shapeshift.
Yeah.
So I'm like, would he, like, forget who he is and think that he's Contobile? Like, would he just listen to everyone around him telling him, like, who he is and what he would do, and then just, like, go along with that, which could include horrible shit, like fucking worsening the conditions for the Kitsadria? Like, fuck, dude.
There's
Like,
so many layers to this goddamn pie, and I love it. I know the pies
it's
aren't
such
layered,
a
but
thick
whatever.
fucking pie.
It's a thick-ass pie. That's like 4 pies stacked on top of each other. But there's so much to think about in regards to it.
Yep. And dude, the thing that I also forgot about that Izzy fucking reminded me of, the thing that also connected Raleigh and Lexi, was that after Kevin, like, went away, he went away to take care of Contobile's child, which was Raleigh. So Kevin was, like, the only real dad that Raleigh knew.
Oh my God.
And then he came back and stabbed both of his dads. Oh my god!
Holy shit.
It's wild! Like... Yeah, man. It's such a fucking soap opera, and I'm here for it.
Oh, it's great. I love it so much. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, so bad. But anyway. Because I couldn't do it with Flux. He was too much of a good boy.
It's true.
But if Raleigh comes back...
Ooh, we can all bully him. It's gonna be so good.
It's not just being able to bully him, it's that we haven't seen Avi deal with someone who she doesn't know in a long time.
It's very true.
And I want to flex that muscle so bad.
Goddamn.
I haven't gotten to be petty Avi, and I don't like you, Avi, in forever.
Dude, again, I'm gonna feel so bad because he's gonna come back being like, I did it, I changed, I'm a better person, and we're still gonna be like, fuck you, you fucking dad killer. Like,
I've only heard shit things about you, and they just keep getting worse, so, fuck you. No,
not to add on to your trauma, but I found out some things that you maybe did that are also really gonna upset you.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah!
Fuck, what? So...
This poor boy.
Does Lexi blame Raleigh at all for what happened to Kevin? And is she nervous to tell him what happened?
I don't think she does, because she knows that he was possessed then. And, like, it's... Like, Lexi is so much suppressed rage. Like, it's so, like... I feel the emotion and the anger because he is responsible for doing this. But I also logically understand that it wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
It was what was possessing him. So it's not his fault. So I can't blame him for it. But also I really want an outlet. I want to blame someone for it. Because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
So, she crams a lot down, does that girl?
Yeah.
And then it explodes in Rory's face.
Hey, hey, he'll be traveling with us, so they'll both have someone to yell at.
It'd be so good. Rory's just like, why do you like her? I thought you said that she was like one of your favorites, so what's going on, Avi? Like, what the fuck? She's so mean.
It's like, no, it's that...
You're surprised that Avi likes someone like that?
It's like, oh, honey, you should know. Your pettiness is one of the reasons I love you the most. It's like, no, she's sweet and wonderful. She's just going through a lot.
And she's taking it out on you for some
taking
reason.
it out on you, and you can, you know, I don't have control over that. She's her own woman.
Let her have this. You're being so mean to Lexi.
You're being so inconsiderate.
You're being so inconsiderate of my friend's feelings.
Like, Rory, like, has enough and yells back at her, and then she starts crying, and everyone's like, how dare you make Lexi
Look what you
cry?
fucking did!
Piece of shit.
It's like, Rory, I thought you were better than this. Okay, you can yell at me all you want. You can yell at me all day. But
everyone
Lexi?
huddled around Lexi and, like, cuddling her, pointing angrily at Rory. Like, how dare you!
Like,
oh my god.
The tables have turned, huh, Orman?
Lexi evil smiles when no one's looking.
It's like, what do you hate?
Definitely an episode of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah!
I know, yeah. Mm.
Oh, it's so good. I want it. I can't wait for the drama that will be alone. Oh. Campaign 2 is going to be so full of drama. And it's all interpersonal shit, and I can't wait.
Right, it's all weird roleplay shit, and I'm so excited. Like, dude, immediately after last session, I think I told you this, Aiden, fucking Cody was just messaging me about how excited he is to do heckin', like, Land Away shit, but also just be, like, undercover Night Quintus. And for some reason, pretend to not be with Lexi. Like, just pretend like, no, that's my lady. Oh, I would never like my lady. That's crazy. And I'm like, Cody, why are you playing these sexy games with my fucking ace girl? Like, how dare you? Like...
Some Bridgerton shit, dude.
I know! I'm like, God damn it. It's fucking hot, though.
Listen, we're gonna be in high... Sorry for this, Eric. We're gonna be in high society, Carrie.
Oh, no!
It's time!
There's gonna be balls!
Oh, I need it. I want it. I want to go to a ball with everyone.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
It'll be so good. Anyway, I should
be a good
ask
time.
another question.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, this one's for Eric because the dice are being really good about passing it back and forth.
Hell yeah.
Okay. It's for Kyra.
Ooh.
Kyra, thoughts on Mordenkainen? Does he measure up to your expectations as an extremely powerful mage, or are you just flabbergasted?
She's definitely a little flabbergasted.
That's fair. There's no other way to be. Like, yeah.
She thinks that she definitely wasn't expecting him to be like this.
No one was.
Yeah. But I think she thinks he's cool, honestly. A little
Hell
bit.
yeah.
Until he brought up the possibility of exploding her best friend. That kind of pissed her off a little bit. Now she's like, you better fucking watch yourself. You better watch yourself, you archmage, because I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh my god. That's wild. The stones on Kyra. Like...
Yeah, she would have made that fucking threat to literally anybody. You could have been a fucking god, and she'd have been like, I'm gonna kill your ass if you hurt
Hell
your...
yeah.
Let's go.
And she has no ability to back that up, but she'll make the threat anyway.
Oh, incredible.
I love her. Heckin'.
But fucking...
fucking. Anyway.
But fucking.
Go on. I didn't really have a direction I was going.
Alright, cool. This episode is unhinged, and I'm not sorry about it.
So happy. We knew
The
this
best
was what
guy.
it was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be.
no, that's what I wanted. Anytime episodes get chaotic, I'm like, no. That's what I'm here for. I don't want
lean
this
into
rigid ass shit. No, I want it to be loose.
Professionalism? Who's she? I don't know her.
I do that enough. The show is where I get to gush about these shows that I'm on with my friends. That's what this is for. But does Kyra have any aspirations to get as effortlessly powerful as Mordenkainen is?
Ooh.
I would say, like, when this is all done, like, something that she has thought about is, like, maybe I want to be an archmage. Maybe that's something I want to do. Maybe I just want to, like, accumulate spells, because I love magic. So I'll fucking do that.
Aww.
And heckin', if Yuri can be there, then that's, like, we can do it. We can do magic together, like we always have. And it'll be great.
I want
That's beautiful.
I want them to be archmages together.
That's,
And I want their tower to be called the Steam Bath.
I love that.
Yeah, that fucking, yeah, I know,
Yeah. No, it's great, yeah. Yeah, we get it, yeah, it's great, yeah.
You get your stupid joke.
Yeah, I gave you a stupid joke. But heckin', yeah, I think the journey to becoming an archmage is something that she would want to pursue. Ideally, she would want to pursue it with Yuri, like, because without that, it's not as fun for her.
Aww.
But yeah, that's something I could definitely see her doing in, like, the where is she now at the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
Level 20 Kyra. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about it a couple times. Be like, what would that fucking look like? That'd be great.
I think about that a lot.
I just level what your characters look like at level 20.
Well, it's like I think a lot about, like, where the characters think they want to go, where I as their player can more see the path that they're going on. So I'm like, I kind of that leads me to just an offhanded question that I have for both of you is, like, do you ever just stop and think it's like, okay, here's where my character thinks they're going, because based on what they think they need, and like the path they're taking, and the path that you can kind of see them going down. Where do you, based on the path that you can see your character going down, where do you see them kind of ending up when things are all said and done?
Oh,
That's wild, because I like never think about that. I'm such a like
You're so in the moment.
In the moment,
Yeah,
like
honestly,
with my
kinda same.
characters, yeah. Because like that like for me is also where like a lot of the juice is in when you're just like kind of going along with things and you just have like a kind of natural progression, and then you're like, oh my god, this is like how they feel, or this is something that they want,
Yeah,
or this is something I've discovered about them. You're like, oh, all right. So it's really hard to predict where they could possibly end up.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
it's not even like
Yeah.
predicting or
Yeah.
planning for where they'll go. It's more
Like an overall kind of goal.
like an overall goal, or like where do you see, like, I'll change the question. I'll change how I phrased it. It's like, what are like some of the things that they've done that it's like, oh, they're now kind of going down this path. That's interesting. Something I didn't plan for.
Oh. I
where
mean,
did they
dude,
diverge on the path you kind of like initially had in mind for them a little bit?
Like, for instance, there's like certain things like with I think I'm trying to think like what I've said in game. So I'm like, wait, I gotta be careful about this. I guess like Fio coming to terms with like her mortality and like really being like, okay, if I like, she doesn't like, it's like, I don't want to just be a sword, and she said time and time again that she doesn't, and she's like, I just want to be Fio. But like through like what was going on, realizing that she was more and more okay with, well, if I die and end up just being a sword, kind of like coming to terms with, okay, I guess that's what's happening. And like like the path that she went down wound up being different than the one that she expected to be okay with, or like expected to go down. So like, what are some things that your character has done that you're like, I didn't expect them to end up there?
I mean,
With
go.
I was gonna say with Gino, in the beginning, he was kind of all about like reclaiming himself. Like he didn't remember who he was. He wanted his body back. He still wants his body back, but
Of course.
or he wants a body. No, because he doesn't have. I don't think he has a body to go back to. So that's why he has Briar like kind of fixing him up a new one. But in the beginning, he wanted to kind of like return to something, and now he's very much like, I am who I am right now. I don't want to return to anything. I want to be this person because I like what I have right now. Apart from this stupid metal body of mine, I like what I have right now, and sooner or later that's going to be fixed. So then I'll have everything I want.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
But yeah, heckin', it was kind of like I didn't think about it in the moment, but I look back on the whole stuff that happened last session with Gino, of like where he was like in his like a memory, like I kind of just played that as Gino. I didn't like in the moment. I didn't think to play it as anything else because I was just in the moment and being Gino. But like looking back on it, I definitely, I feel like there were implications as to who Gino actually was a part of before he became what he is. And afterward, I look back on that being like, yeah, no, I'm glad that I played it that way. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but I'm glad I played it that way because it's like him being himself in that moment is like very much, it feels like a subconscious thing of like, no, I'm not whoever this person is. I'm living someone else's memory. I'm not living mine.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he's definitely
really
like all
worked.
about. Yeah, for sure. I really like that whole sequence. I also love the fact that fucking I tried to kill Machiavelli and it just reset everything. That was really funny. I definitely imagine like if this was like an anime or like some kind of like animated thing, there'd definitely be like a montage of Gino trying to kill Machiavelli in a bunch of different ways before accepting, like, okay, I have to go along with it for now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just fucking chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very comedic series, so yeah. It's also not D&D. I mean, it is, but it's fucking DMC, so.
Yeah, you can have a moment of levity before getting back to the serious shit.
Yep.
What a good time.
But yeah, that's Gino. Kyra, I don't think there's anything like that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
What about you, Carrie Berry Boo?
I mean, hang on, I think if it's like in terms of like surprise kind of journey that I was like, oh, like I've talked to you about it, Hayden, the whole Lexi like Ace journey. That was a whole fucking time for me, because like it's so hard to like describe. Because I, Carrie, I'm such a shipping fucking gremlin, but I also want to challenge myself to not do that. That was the whole thing, because last campaign was so about like romance. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. And then I was just happy to be like, okay, like it's just something I'm not even gonna really like think about. And then Cody fucking came at me and forced me to really think about it. And like, it was just so interesting to think about like what she would want and what she would want to do, because so much comes along with like the prospect of romance. Because it's like, okay, if you like enter into this like romantic relationship, what does that mean? Where is that going to lead? He is going to want to get married. Like, he is supposed to have an heir. Do I want to do that? And then just the idea of all of that like kind of freaked Lexi out. And I was like, oh, she like really doesn't like that. It's not just me being like, oh, I don't want to have a romance, tee-hee. It's like, oh no, she really doesn't want to do anything sexual in any way. And it was a whole fucking time to just be like, oh, But then in realizing that, I'm like, does she want anything to do with romance? Because just because you're ace doesn't mean you're aro. Like, fucking, what does she want? And it was such a whole thing of like finding a balance of who is Lexi, what does she want, and also what is fun for me as a player. Like, I shouldn't just be like, nope, like to Cody, just because I'm challenging myself. I should try to be true to what this character would actually want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a whole time. It's
There's
like,
actually...
No,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna be like, it's a whole lot. Especially when, it's so different from me as a person. Like, figuring out feelings like that it's so interesting and fun, but also difficult, and I'm very afraid of doing it wrong. Well,
I think you're doing a great job with it. I think it really reads. And I really like you mentioning that just because a person is asexual doesn't mean they're aromantic, because those are two separate things. There's actually a question here. It's from Aaron.
How dare he? He's gonna curveball me, fucking Partnell.
It's about Lexi's aceness, actually.
Oh.
And that's why I wanted to just touch on it without rolling.
Perfect.
So it's like Lexi has several times in vulnerable moments talked about their journey to really understand themselves in regards to their aceness. Sometimes it seems like they've only really got to start thinking about those kinds of feelings since their escape. I've wondered ever since Lexi put on a character at the Crystal Queen's Palace, do you think Lexi has ever had to lean into a flirtatiousness or sexuality in the years working as a spy? And if so, how has that influenced them? Also, as a very non-ace person, do you feel like playing an ace character along with being near their ace/demi compatriots has helped you understand ace spec perspectives more?
What a ridiculously good question.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Damn.
I'll throw it in wits and crits so then you can, I know.
My
Thank you,
God.
Aaron, for the wonderful question.
God damn. Huh. No, I did. I knew, like, from the beginning, because I was like, that was one of the first things that I thought I would maybe get to do a lot more with Lexi, and I haven't done as much later campaign. It's like, they were a spy, so they had all these characters and, like, things that they used to do, and I had, like, a list of, like, okay, here's, like, a type of character that I'm gonna be, and this is, like, their alias, and, like, it's a character that Lexi's played before, to, like, get information out of people. I think she, for sure, leaned into the flirtatiousness of it, because in observing it, she would know that it is a good way to manipulate people and to get information out of them. So she's definitely leaned into it. And I don't know if that might be something that has affected how she looks at it. Like, I know that she definitely knows that things with, like, romance and sex can, like, be very loving and can be beautiful, but when you're doing seedy shit, you can also see how horrible it is, especially because, like, Contabile was also kind of like a father figure for her, and the only romantic relationship she saw was him and the Crystal Queen, even though Logan will be like, sure, that's a Crystal Queen. But it's the Crystal Queen. Like, we all know Raleigh's mom is the Crystal Queen.
We know.
I'm just saying. We know. Logan will deny it. But she is. She fucking is, okay? And that was very aggressive. Like, all that Lexi saw with that was that he would go visit her, she would get to, like, play outside until they were done, and then I think they had a huge, like, blow up, and it was just a whole thing of, like, fucking basically, like, fuck that bitch in the tundra. Like, fuck her. And it was like, wow. Like, romance is kind of a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it might just be, like, who a person is. Like, I think things definitely influence your outlook on stuff, but I think with stuff like that, it's just how you feel. It's just how you are. You know?
Yeah.
And that is so fucking difficult for me to play. Because I'm such a fucking horny person.
Welcome to Nat 19, Carrie.
It's true.
Like, God damn it. We're all so fucking horny and hot. It's ridiculous.
It's true.
Like, God damn it.
Listen, we're a bunch of hotties who play D&D. I don't know what you expected here.
Right, Jesus. But that's also so, like, fun. It's such a fun challenge, and also an interesting thing to try to, like, figure out, especially, like, with romance. Like not being aro and still wanting, like, hugs and kisses and, like, affection and stuff, like, from Quinn. Because that's really nice and really sweet, and I feel like Lexi would want comfort. Like, she's always been really about hugs. So that's why I was like, I feel like she's not, like, aro. Like, I think she's good with, like, just, like, having romance in that way. So,
Yeah, she just want to do the sex.
Just doesn't want to do the sex. Something about it that she's like, no.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's the asexual spectrum. Because I know for Aviana, like, I'm not trying to turn this into, like, my character.
No,
like,
you're good. Go off.
It's more like a comparison, or, like, you know, it's in the same vein. Avi is Demi, where like she can't have sex with someone unless, like, she doesn't feel sexual attraction to someone unless she knows them, like, really well.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then there's certain stipulations where it's like, I'm not going to sleep with someone unless I'm, like, in a committed relationship, but that's, like, a personal thing. But, like, she's super Demi. It's like, I'm not sexually attracted to people unless I know them, and I don't know many people, so I'm not one who has gone sleeping around with people.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that we have sort of a reflection of, like, the spectrum of sexuality within the highest standard itself.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
I think it's very interesting, and I super commend, like, both you as a player and, like, Lexi as a character for sticking to her guns and, like, no, I don't want to do those things, and I'm not comfortable doing those things, and speaking her truth. And I think that's kind of, at least from an outside perspective, been part of Lexi's journey.
Yeah, she wasn't very good about saying the things that she wanted. She definitely, like, went with the flow for a lot of things. And yeah, that was a huge, huge thing that she was forced to think about herself and what she would actually want. It's like, oh, especially because, like, when she told Quintus that she liked him, she was also like, I'm gonna be real. I know that you have to have an heir, and I don't have any interest in that. And I don't want to, like, mess up your life because you have to do that. So, like, cards on the table, like, this is who I am, and if you decide to not be with me because of it, that's okay. And he was like, it's fine. And, you know, that's going to come back to bite us on the ass, and it's going to be great. But, you know, it was a huge, huge thing. Like, for Lexi to be like, no, this is who I am. Like, yeah, it's, whew.
It's good.
It's just a whole time. It's a whole time.
I want to touch on, like, the last little part that he had. It's like, as a very non-ace person, I like that he says very.
It's true, though. He knows. Listen, he's also a very non-ace person.
Oh,
like,
what?
Like,
Aaron Robert Parnell? Shocker.
He's
I'm
never
so
done the
shocked.
sex before, ever.
Never spoken about it once in the years we've known him. Do you feel like playing an ace character along with being near their ace/demi compatriots has helped you understand the ace spectrum perspectives more?
That's very difficult, because I remember when I was, like, feeling a lot of this, like, you were still living here, Hayden, it was wonderful, so I could come and talk to you about stuff. I was very nervous about it because, like, obviously, like, I'm bi as fuck. So I'm like, I don't know if it's okay for me to represent, like, that sexuality. And you were very supportive about, like, I think that it's okay, and especially if you do it with, like, sensitivity and, like, everything, like, it should be okay.
Yeah.
And it's role play. And I was like, okay, like, I was very nervous about doing it because, yeah, representation is very important, and it's like, I don't want to fuck it up. But yeah, it's really interesting to try to play a character who would have instincts so different from your own. Like, I remember talking about it, like, when we were playing Digimon, Eric, because Paige was the first character I played after Ayla, and Ayla's so close to me. Like, Ayla's just, like, aggro fucking me. And I was like, with Paige, I have to do the exact opposite because she's so nice. Like, so, like, Lexi's kind of the same. And, like, she'll, like, laugh at, like, dirty jokes and stuff like that because she does find them funny. But I have to, like, lean away from my, like, fucking just being attracted to everyone-ness. I have to be like, nope, do the exact opposite of what it is. And it's an interesting perspective. Like, because obviously it's not like being, like, disgusted by something, and also someone's sexuality isn't everything that they are. You know, that's just a part of who they are. So it's neat to figure out where it comes into play and where it doesn't. You know? I don't know if I make any sense.
No,
but,
no, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You do.
You do. I'm just like,
okay.
I'm just sitting here going, yes, talk more, yes, good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who are you, me?
I get that energy though when there's like 3 seconds of dead air.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, they all hated me.
Yeah.
Yup.
What
And also,
was
dude, I'm just speaking off of the dome, and I'm like, this makes sense to me. And then the silence is like, they didn't understand a fucking thing I just said. I just rambled.
I was leaving a moment of silence in case you had more to say, so then, like, I didn't cut you off.
I appreciate that. That's very nice. But I panicked.
That's fair. I understand. I do that on the reg. I'ma roll the dice. Thank you for your wonderful answer, y'all.
Oh, geez, thank you. Thank you for the incredible question, Barnell. Jeez.
Yeah, holy
Thanks,
fuck.
boy.
So much.
I always think about asking players to ask questions, but I don't want to bother anybody, so.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Heckin', this one's for Eric.
Hooray.
Eric. All right, it's gonna be not that one because that number's not on here. Okay,
Was it
there
a 10
we go.
again?
No, it was 7 and then 9. I was like, well, we answered 7. We don't have a 9. So
Jeez.
insensitive dice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. For Gino, no.
Ooh.
Machiavelli has taken over your body, Gino. How does this situation affect Gino's sense of identity? And does he have any plans for when he gets back control? Or if.
Ooh.
If is good.
God.
So
What a
go
big
off.
question. Like, oh my god.
Heckin', his sense of identity is not as... It's not really that affected by this. He feels like it's basically like he's been possessed, like by like a ghost or something like that. Like something that doesn't belong in here is here and I need to get it out. It's not like any like, who am I? What am I anymore? Like he's kind of shook all that off thanks to everybody's like support throughout the whole campaign. But as for plans for what to do if he gets back any kind of control, I think he remembered, he took to heart what Machiavelli had said about the Yamato and how it could separate them. And I think if he manages to get any kind of control, he would be like, Theo, fucking do it. Stab me with that sword.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
If I make it to the battlefield.
I'm sure you're a quick little bean.
We'll see.
I've heard you're
Just
very
dash.
far
Just
away.
keep dashing. You got focus points. You can dash.
Yeah, it's true. It comes with my sword saint.
Do sword saints get a thing that lets them dash? I can't remember.
Yeah, there's an ability because I think it's falter fleeting because it wasn't on my sheet for like 16 levels.
Ah, right.
And that's where it comes with your sword saint came from. Because like, don't you have an ability that lets you dash? And I'm like, no, I have
What?
my subclass feature that I can make attacks as I run by, but no. It's like, but falter fleeting, it comes with your sword saint.
You have falter
You
fleeting.
have falter fleeting! It comes with your sword saint! But heckin', yeah, no, should I make it there? If Juno were to ask, we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, like he said, like you wouldn't survive the process, but Gino's like, "Fuck you! How about I do?
How about
And what if I do survive and I fucking kill you?"
Oh my god.
I'm here for the drama.
At this point, I feel like that's what he thinks his best recourse is. Honestly,
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about it before. Like when Briar first brought up that's something that the Yamato can do. Like we've talked about Theo doing that for Gino before.
yeah,
So
yeah, it's in there.
it's been there.
He definitely didn't want, like, despite that being his goal, he definitely didn't want to tell Machiavelli where Theo was or that Theo had it, because then he'd go and find Theo probably alone, and that
What?
wouldn't be good. It's like, no, I'll wait for everyone to be here.
Yeah. But now he knows.
Also, I just don't want to give him what he wants. I just want to
that's
refute
right.
him at every angle, every possibility.
Oh my god. Anytime you, like, as Gino, we're like going back and forth with Machiavelli, I'm like sitting here going, "That's my fucking boy. Let's go. Let's go." I was just sitting here cheering on Gino. I'm like, yeah. Get him. Take it to the man. I love it.
Heckin', if Dante had not shown up and Logan be like, I'm going to let you control Dante next session, heckin', I would have continued to be like, all right, so Logan, can I keep doing things with these echoes? Can I keep
Yeah.
fucking around with Machiavelli's shit? And I might still do that, honestly, just to see
Fucking
how much
why
I can get
not,
away
dude?
with.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck up
Before
his
he was
life.
before Dante, like right before Dante showed up, I remember there was a moment where I was like trying to ask Logan about something, and then there was a moment where we just was like, just let me finish with this real quick. I was gonna try to have him use fucking Shadow Martyr to protect Manny from the attack that was coming at him.
Yeah.
Just take one of Machiavelli's echoes and put it in front of Manny for the attack.
Oh. Would have been spicy. Heckin', speaking of Dante, how excited are you to run Dante?
I am so excited. You have no idea. And it's also like, I hope that no one is expecting me to do the voice, because I might be able to do a voice, but I wouldn't be able to maintain the energy of Dante.
That's fair.
That's super fair.
That's too much responsibility for me.
It might be similar to like what happens with like Sunder in Vestige, where like Logan still plays him like vocally, but during combat Spence runs him.
That's what I'm hoping for, because I can't be that consistently cool. Like, I can't do that.
How dare you? You're super cool. That's
You're
my
so
friend.
cool. And you're a very good actor.
I would fumble so many fucking lines as Dante. I'd try to say something cool and I'd trip over myself and be like, oh, no, fuck. It'd be like Miriam trying to sound cool when he's fighting the drow.
That is my favorite thing. Fucking Aaron, I still talk about that. It's like, fucking, Avi, kill him! They have to die now!
But I could definitely just like drop in the occasional like royal guard, like that shit, like, but I can't.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm not gonna go at length with Dante.
Fair.
Man, I want to team up with Dante so fucking bad, dude. Because I'm like, I'm not Virgil, but like I'm a little Virgil, and I want to team up.
Virgil.
I'm kind of Virgil.
I'm a little bit.
I've got his voice in my head.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I can't fucking wait. I want DMS so bad, dog.
I want it so bad.
I want it so bad.
Yeah, heckin', because Logananian's been sick, but heckin', hopefully this week, let's go.
I mean, he's doing better now.
He's doing better.
Mostly,
Better
so
now.
hopefully by Saturday it'll heckin' be Gucci.
Swear to God.
I hit him
Or
with some like hippie remedies.
Yeah,
I don't know if he did it. I doubt it, but I was like, okay.
Oh,
so
he's got so many vitamins. You have no idea. We were
It's
just talking
true.
about it last night.
Yep,
There's
so
vitamins
many.
in this
He has
thing.
the whole alphabet full of vitamins.
It's
I
true.
think he's good.
He's
He better be.
determined.
I was like, so you're gonna want to chop up fresh ginger. You're gonna want to boil that on the stove and then put it into your bath and essentially like be a soup.
I mean, that's always a good time.
Become as soup.
Become as
Fucking
soup.
love being soup.
Oh, tell me more about that. While I roll this dice, tell me
that I love
what
being
kind,
soup.
what
Oh
kind
my
of soup-
God.
If you were soup, if you guys were soup, what kind of soups would you be?
Tomato soup.
I was gonna say,
Tomato
I fucking love
I'm a
tomato
basic
soup,
bitch.
dog.
Tomato soup.
Dude, fuck yeah, tomato soup. Oh my God. Hell yeah.
Especially with fucking grilled cheese.
Oh,
Let's fucking
bitch.
go.
That
Yes,
good,
though.
good, overly priced grilled cheese.
Oh.
Now I want a grilled cheese.
Yup,
Fuck.
yup. Oh my God.
I'm going to see Kung Fu Panda tonight. I might get like get some cheesy
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Oh, what a good time.
George for
Carrie.
How dare you?
I know. Oh, it's for Devin.
Ooh.
Devin.
Devin, gotta love
Yeah,
her.
it's good.
I
yes.
want to be
Oh,
her
thank
friend forever.
She's so good.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Jeez. Dude, she's one of my more reserved characters, so whenever she gets any love, I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Listen, I love a reserved character. I love them.
Yeah.
And I love Devin so much. And I think she's such a fun addition to the group because we have such chaos goblins. So I think
Yeah.
she's a great
adds-
balance.
She adds a good like voice of reason to the whole situation, which is something that God, the Princess Party could super use.
Because nobody listens to me anymore. They've all decided Regan's mom.
Dude, my favorite thing is going to the same comedy well with all you guys of just, what? because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's so good.
It's my favorite.
Like, what?
Okay, so
Yeah.
But anyway, after everything that happened with the deck, Devin told Krusk that she thought he was more concerned with power than just protecting his friends. Why does she think that? What's giving her that vibe?
Oof.
Dig into that
She's
shit. Let's go.
Right? I've since, like, mildly changed my outlook on it. I want to talk to Krusk so bad. Like, I wanted to talk to him before we, like, started fighting last game. Because I think we were all, like, talking and stuff like that. And then fucking Aaron was like, oh, like, are you guys moving? And we were like, yeah, like, we're walking and talking. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna step and, like, fucking talk to Krusk. And then it was, you're in front of an elevator. And I was like, oh, I'll talk another time. Like, just it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, we'll figure this out later. It'll be fine. But no, like, just from, because at that point, the only thing Devin knew was that some kind of power was, like, trying to manipulate Krusk, and he was letting it happen. He was, like, openly doing it. And then when he was upset about it, he was like, oh no, like, I wanted to do it to help you guys. And she was like, I barely know you, but from, like, an outsider perspective, like, what I've seen, that's not fucking true. You would have said no. Like, it was just a whole thing of, it's just, yeah, just a casual observation of barely knowing Krusk, of, like, I'm not fucking buying it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, from, like, since then, and the time that he didn't allow it to happen, and it still happened, and how, like, affected he was from it, she's like, okay, he might have just made a mistake. Like, he seems to really be regretting, like, what's going on, and I can tell that he does really love his friends. So it's a whole thing, and it's also, I think it's giving her mild flashbacks from the stuff that happened in Strahd, with her choosing to have the thing that fucking deformed her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause with things that affect you like that, it's always a choice, is, like, her mentality of shit. Like, it's always a fucking choice. So, like, the fact that it happened, like, I think Devin saw it happen twice before the time when he wasn't like, yeah. So yeah, she's like, yeah, you said yeah. Like, you chose for this to happen. So you don't super get to be like, no. Like, So, yeah, she's like, Yeah, it's a whole time. I'm excited to talk to Krusk about it. I don't want to spoil
That's
that
fair.
here, but I'm excited.
Mhm.
Like,
I want that. I
I also want that.
want to hear it so bad.
I want to roleplay with Spence.
Yeah. Man, it's so good. I love princes, and I'm like, I knock on wood that everyone's feeling all right this week, because I really want to play. I'm chomping at the bit, because is it this week or next week? I'm looking at my calendar now, mid-episode.
It's next week, yeah.
The reason. No, princes
Wait,
would be
what?
this
Oh,
week.
it's this week, sorry. It's
Princes
this
No,
week,
this
sorry.
week,
princes
yeah.
would be
It's
this
week,
week,
yeah.
and the reason
Sorry.
that I'm like, no, is because I was like, is princes this week or next week? Because my tattoo is next week. I'm getting my tattoo finished, so I was like, maybe
heck
it'll be finished for
yeah.
princes. It won't, but
Aw,
I mean,
boo.
it'll be finished for one of the many DMS episodes. But you know,
anyway, thank you. I'm gonna roll another dash.
Like, dude, I'm dying as Devin to talk to Krusk, but also Regan, because I want to have that fight with you. Like,
oh, let's fucking go, bitch.
right?
Listen, long rests are there for a reason.
I know.
And the thing is, it's like we can rest in the temple if we need to. We have to find somewhere private, but it was like, it's not
There's
like
a
we
lot
don't
going
have,
on, baby.
It's not like we don't have the dome. Because Kyra has the fucking
I have tiny hut.
tiny hut.
Nice.
So I'm like, we just gotta find a little private spot. We gotta
I
just
want 7th level spells so I can get magnificent bitch.
Oh!
yeah. I want my
Then we
big
can have
boy.
mansion games on the go.
Oh!
Listen,
Incredible.
I want my big boy druid spells.
Ooh.
I want 10th level so bad because then I can hurl my spores. Then I get spreading spores.
Dear God.
I
want 10th level
want
so
it.
bad as well.
I want 10th
Like, for
level.
you, but also for me, because fucking once I hit level 10, I can't lose concentration on conjuration spells unless I go unconscious.
Nasty.
And I have multitask caster.
Oh,
So
you're gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
I
Gross
love
hot
it.
bitch.
Damn, it's gonna be so good. Oh, I have another one for Carrie.
How dare you?
I know.
Uh-oh.
Baby, I know you're whisper yelling, but I need you to not. I love you so much. So I can hear him
Okay, you're
whisper
laughing at
yelling in the
Alejandro, thank
background.
God. I thought you were laughing at the question. I was like, oh,
Oh
dear
no,
God.
I was laughing at that too. I was laughing at that too.
Fuck!
Because it's the one it landed on, but I'm like, we kind of talked about it, so I might just ask you I might ask you a twofer.
Oh, shit, okay.
But does Lexi feel any better after yelling out some of her frustration? Has it helped her process things, or has her current situation made her forget some of that anger?
So,
How's she doing?
it was a lot of anger, like, at multiple things. And I think the yelling made her feel better for, like, a second. I think the thing that made her feel mostly better was the talk with Quintus, which didn't make me, Carrie, feel better because I wanted to yell at Cody and he came at me with good, beautiful shit and I was like, fuck, I can't be angry at you anymore. And if I am, it has to be mildly angry. It can't be full-on yelling. Damn you to hell.
Yeah, you might fucking get that.
I love fighting in D&D. I fucking love arguing.
It so
I love it
much.
so. I know some players don't like it. I know it can like hit too close to home, and it's a whole thing of like it's hard to separate like those emotions and whatnot. I fucking
Yeah.
love it. I feel like it's a safe place to just go the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm here for it. But oh my god, yeah. I think the thing that sucks is she felt better about her anger towards at least Quinn, and I think her anger with the family kind of changed into like sadness. I think like the heat of the moment anger kind of like went away because she like had a calm conversation and she like thought things over and whatnot, and then you know the trial and everything happened and then it was just sadness again. Like, so yeah. But no, yelling at Rory helped mildly for like a second. Like,
I love that everyone was just like, fuck, Lexi.
yeah, it's
Damn, get him.
It's like this has never happened before.
Like, damn, you tell him, Regi. That's what Lexi was doing though. She was in Kitsadria form the whole time.
She gets so angry, she just pops into Kitsadria form and starts borking at Rory, doing the little yips where they jump. Like,
Yep. You mean how my dog barks, where he jumps when he
Yes.
barks?
a perfect bean.
Oh, no, I want that. Now this is something that's in my head, is I want Lexi anytime Rory's like overprotective, I want Lexi to be like, hey, she's her own woman.
Just like for something so mundane, like fucking. Oh, baby, I think you should have this kind of tea. How about you let her make her own choices, Rory?
Like,
watching you.
I was just like, I mean, he knows what kind of tea I like. I'm just, okay.
Okay, okay. As long as you're okay with that.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
We're
If he
good.
ever upsets you, just you tell me and I'll get him.
You know, I will keep that in mind.
Good.
You get him, Lexi.
Does the fucking finger at eyes thing like I'm watching you?
And you're like, what did I do?
Rory just does the fucking like Lin Bei Fong thing where he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, I'm sorry that I'm protective. Fuck.
Like, dude, they've had like 2 interactions. It was a nice dinner and then getting yelled at.
Yeah, I love
like
it. Yeah. Welcome to the family, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's gonna be like. And he's still like, I'm gonna travel with y'all. It's like, all right, you signed up for this.
What a mistake. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Yeah, man. Oh, we have time for one more. Let's see.
Let's go.
We are out of Eric questions. But
No.
I know. I'm
No.
sorry.
Okay, I have a question for Eric. Eric, how did you get so adorable?
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Listen.
We're listening. That's why we asked you.
I have no follow up. Just listen.
Good. I like when you listen to me. Good. Cool. Glad you're listening. Good.
Thank you for being good friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I already asked that. I just didn't mark it off. What a silly. I'm a silly little. I'm a little silly cryptid.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Got this, Dice. You can do it.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, shit, okay.
Does Lexi?
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Does
You played
Lexi.
exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I'm going to
Good
give you a choice since our last question. Do you want the more emotional, friendship relationship based one? Or do you want to talk about Lexi's guilt?
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Tell me both, and I'll try to fire through both of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the first one is, does Lexi feel guilty over letting Neil Patrick Harris take Gandiva? Listen.
Oh, yeah, we all, that's all we know what to call them.
Yeah, does she have any intentions of saving them from the family?
Lexi wants to save as many people from the family as she can. Like, she wants to give them the opportunity to leave and genuinely leave. She wants to believe that they want to leave, like the way that she wanted to, because she thinks everyone deserves a chance. So I think right now she's in the camp of, I sure do hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
That's
like,
fair.
I don't think there's guilt about it yet, because she doesn't know where it's gonna land. So she's like, I'm hoping that's gonna be okay. I have faith that it will be okay.
Because what else can I do?
Because what else can I do? If it bites me in the ass, and I'll deal with it then. And then I'll feel the guilt. But right now, it's okay. Schrodinger's guilt.
Yep.
Fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she gave up Gandiva in order to save her family. So I can't imagine that's easy.
Yeah.
It's a very selfish thing to do. Not selfish in like a bad way, because like she helped like a lot of people by doing that. Like she helped her family by doing that. Like we haven't seen Elzandi, but like that's a big thing.
Yeah. Oh, again, that's such a hoping it don't bite me in the butt. I also think that she's very much like, okay, I'm going to deal with it. Like, she's so, like, got her sights, like, set on, we're going to dismantle the family. Like, I don't care if it somehow kills me, I'm going to dismantle the family. Is, like, where she's at.
Yeah.
So she's so just, like, determined. She's like, it'll be okay. I will fix it. This is my fault. I will fix it.
Oh, girl.
I know. What's the other one? Yeah,
that just hit something for me. I'm like, oh, she and Avi need to talk about some stuff.
Oh my god, right. Oh my, these rogues.
God.
These rogues out here.
Man. Oh. All right, so when Lexi and Quinn became a couple, she went to Miriam to make sure, and made sure to let him know that she was not trying to take his friend away because of how she felt when Fenris and Tantia got together. She's yet to reassure her own best friend in the same way. Is there a reason for that?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Ooh. call her out. Let's go.
Let's
like,
go,
shit.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. That's I guess I think it's a whole thing of when Fenris and Tantia became a thing. Through like accepting that like Fenris is going to have more in her life than just Lexi. I think that she doesn't feel like Fenris would. It sounds bad. I think she partially feels like she wouldn't feel that Fenris would notice a little bit of a Lexi absence because she has Tantia.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, she's already doing other things. Like, she's not like, oh, Fenris hates me. She's like, oh, Fenris has other things going on, so if I decide that I want to spend some time with Quinn, she's not really going to be super upset about it. Whereas she feels like Quinn is everything to Miriam, so she has to reassure him that she's not going to be selfish with Quinn.
Yeah, and especially after, like, all Miriam went through to get Quinn back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big thing. See, I think it's more of a, she doesn't feel that Fenris needs Lexi as much as Miriam needs Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably where that's at.
Yeah,
She's very. That's also a thing that I was gonna say is actually kind of neat because Lexi and Fenris like came in together, and I think that me and Brayden like discussed was how like shy Fenris was,
Mm-hmm.
and Lexi's like really proud of how much Fenris has grown and like come into her own. So she was sad to like take the step back, but she's also very proud of her.
Yeah.
It was a whole time. It's a whole time. But this ain't about her. Like, it's about Miriam.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, I think it makes sense that she doesn't really need to reassure Fenris because there's no way Fenris wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
And
like
yeah.
the Lexi Miriam relationship is also really, really cool and like special to me because he definitely treats her so different than like a lot of the party members. And he's also done so much for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's so in the camp of like, I don't know how I'm ever going to repay him for everything that he's done for me. I'll think of something, but I don't know how. I think it's very, very neat. I'm about it.
Oh, there are things in my brain that I'm like, I have these written down because it's like campaign 2 stuff that I'm like, ooh, that I thought of at the end that I'm like, oh, this pertains to Lexi and to Miriam and all these other things.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I have a thing with Brayden that I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to put a little pin in that. Gotcha. Noted. Mm-hmm. My machinations.
Oh, dear God.
Oh. Time to fucking flirt with the whole party and character pivot. Kidding.
Oh, shit. Dude, like, I was joking with Spence yesterday, and it's fucking... I was joking about bringing this up, and now I'm doing it, so there you fucking go.
Do it, let's go.
Because we were talking about how when we first, like, created these characters, we were like, okay, so we romanced in the last campaign, so we can't do it this time, but I'm gonna make a character that you want to romance so fucking bad, bitch. And we were talking about, like, if, like, Lexi had ended up with anyone else, and again, we'll say in this scenario, like, we'll say Vogan, like, if that had happened, do I feel that her journey would still have landed on her being Ace? And I was like, that's really fucking interesting to think about.
Ooh.
Right? And I was like, it probably would have had to have gone down roughly the same way as the Quinn one did. Because she didn't think about it. Like, if anyone liked her, they would have to approach her and tell her that they liked her. And I'm like, because that would force her to think about it. And it was super like, would my Carrie's horniness for Vogan overrule Lexi's being ace? Like, would I have taken a different path?
The thing is, I can kind of touch on that, at least my perspective on it.
Let's
is
go!
With Theo is super hetero. And that's a new
dare.
experience for Hayden. That's a whole time. And there's a lot of me having to make sure that my hella gayness does not infect my character.
That's fucking tough.
Theo, like, oh, it's so fucking difficult. But, like, Theo super acknowledges that, like, Marile is gorgeous. She is stunning. She's what Theo wants to be. She's like, that's
They
a
have
woman.
eyes. They know.
Yeah, they have
Like-
eyes. They can see. Hello. Like, she can appreciate. But Hayden, I'm like, no. Theo herself is straight, and you know that. That wasn't even, like, a decision. I just, like, starting to play the character. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that is as straight as an arrow kind of girl. But I'm over here struggling.
It's tough, man.
It's
fucking tough.
But the thing is, all that to say, it's definitely doable. And, like, knowing how you play Lexi and just you as a role player, I'm like, I don't think it would have overridden it. I think
That's what I said. I
you-
think she would have landed in the same place. But go on, I want to hear why you think that.
Well, knowing you and your just attention to character and your attention to detail, especially with your characters, and how internal you are with your role play, I don't think it would have landed somewhere else. I think you would have been just as introspective with your character, no matter what romance might have been going on.
I think so too. I fully agree. We're also joking. I was like, I know we don't think about this a whole lot in Vestige, but there's age shit. And like, it would have been a whole thing of Lexi's 83 and Vogan's 19.
Yep.
Like, and I'm like, if the group judged her for it, the absolute character assassination of Lexi.
Listen, Lexi, I'm not one to judge someone's choices, but there's this term called cradle robber. And I think that, pertains to this. And I just want you to think about the fact that Vogan's a fucking child. He's not even 20. He's a baby.
Oh. You know what? You're right. I was kind of like half in on this anyway. So like,
listen, he's attractive. He's a good-looking kid, but he is a kid, at least in my eyes.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I smooched Miriam? Is that okay?
I mean, we're around the same. It'd be like if you kissed me.
Because they're not that. There's not
age-wise.
that much different. Oh, do you not want me to kiss you?
No.
The pause.
Not to think about it.
Had to think about it.
Listen, you're beautiful. Just,
And who wouldn't?
Thank you. Jeez.
Oh, no.
But no, I think it's such an interesting thing to think about. Like, going on like a romantic and like fucking sexuality journey. Like how things could be different depending on what the fuck happened.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
love
neat.
it.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
But no, I'm very happy with where we've landed. It's a good time.
me too. Oh, all y'all's characters are so good and so fleshed out, and I'm like, we're wrapping up here, but I wanna compliment y'all, because
We
you're
don't
both
do
such...
that. No, dare you.
No, you're gonna strap the fuck in. This is my show. Get humbled.
We can compliment ourselves. That's what Team Humble's all
That's what
about.
Team Humble's all about. We're so
yeah?
great.
We're
Okay.
amazing.
Yes, we're
You
so
know, fine.
fucking
I'm
good.
gonna
We're so
give
talented.
You are. But you know what? Instead of me complimenting you, I'm gonna give you a challenge to wrap up this episode.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What
I
have we
want each of you did this to yourselves, motherfuckers. Damn it! I want each of you to give yourselves a genuine compliment about your role-playing or performances in D&D. I want you guys to give yourselves a genuine compliment.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. You did this to yourself.
But no, can't I just compliment Eric?
No. It's my show.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Why did we do this to ourselves?
This isn't very hashtag team humble of us.
Yeah, what
Like,
the fuck?
oh
This
my
is very
God.
Hashtag humble of you.
Oh fuck.
Oh
no. We're struggling.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Agreed. Oh my god. Because I can't just be like, I'm funny. Because that's not like
Well,
a
you
roleplay
are.
compliment.
You're very
Oh,
funny.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Gee.
It could be about, like, you notice you bring a certain depth to characters, or you're good at subtlety, or, you know, something that you're like, I think I do that well.
Oh god, this is so hard.
I'm so smug right now.
Is this good content? Is
Like,
this,
us
are
just
people...
struggling.
Yeah. It's good content for me, and that's all
Well,
that
as long as
matters.
it's good. I mean, oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay,
see
go
what
for
happens.
it. Give me more time.
Okay, I got you, boy. Okay, I think I'm good at having emotional conversations in roleplay. Like, that's my favorite thing to do, and I think I'm good at it.
You're very
now.
good at it.
I think I've definitely gotten better. Oh!
Well done. Proud
Fuck,
of
that
you.
wasn't enough time.
I'm sorry, Eric. It hurt me to do that. I talked as long as I could. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded. I need to lay down.
Okay.
Fuck. What is this, fucking therapy? Jesus.
What is the therapy city?
What is it?
Welcome to my
Theraper?
couch.
I don't even know her.
Oh.
You can do this.
You can
You're
even
so
just be like,
talented,
I
Eric.
think
You
I'm
got
good
this.
at this. Because you're good at so many things.
It's true. You're really, really talented.
Is it, thank you.
I can hear your hands in your face.
This is fun for me. This is the kind of pain I like to inflict. Is the pain of making you confront how wonderful you are.
I feel like there are some things I could say, but they're not from Nat 19.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Doesn't gotta be Nat 19 specific.
Okay. I feel like.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Try not to point to like hyper specifics, and just be a little more broad.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want.
want.
I just said to genuinely compliment yourself.
I'm really proud of some of the stuff that I heckin' do in heckin' the Zelda game that I play over on Summoners Network.
Yeah.
Particularly with my character and his heckin' girlfriend, Obara. I enjoy coming up. I'm very proud of a lot of like the build up to that like whole relationship and like a lot of the moments that heckin' I come up with, and I really like that. It's fun coming up with like wholesome shit to do, and I'm really proud of how well it's panned out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't have anything more specific to Nat 19 to give.
Dare apologize.
Because I was what I was starting to say before I decided to table the tables on you. I don't care if this episode's going long. I don't give a fuck. It's my show. Is I was gonna say you're both such introspective and thoughtful people, and that comes through so beautifully in your role play. And so I think you touching on it's like the build to where your character got with his girlfriend and like the little things that you do now, I think that is a testament to like who you are as a person. So you're both very emotionally in touch with yourselves, and that's one of my favorite things about you, like about each of you. and it's something that I really admire. So I love being able to be in games with you guys and to play alongside such wonderful, thoughtful people and such talented people. Like, I've learned so much. Like, the first question was, what have you learned from people? I've learned so much from both of you, and I've taken away so much so many positive things. And I want to say thank you for being such wonderful scene partners, because you're always so much fun.
What the fuck? What is this Cry City? Goddamn! What the fuck? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's fucking coming from you. Goddamn! You're so wonderful to play with. How dare you?
It's true.
Oh
Actor.
my god.
Actor, I hardly know her.
The actor, I hardly know her. Oh. I'm glad we got some of those in here, Eric.
Yeah.
So good. Love and appreciate both of
If
you.
Spencer watches this episode, he's gonna be like, "Man, they were really good about that." And then right at the end, we're like,
Yup.
"Ah, gotcha, bitch."
Gotcha, bitch. Well, I'm turning it off.
Like, God damn it. Listen, if you made it this far, Spence, thank you for listening.
Appreciate you.
Mwah. Oh, do I have my outro
But
pulled
no.
up anywhere?
But
God, I don't know.
You're correct. Just to touch on that, we're very, very lucky to have all the players that we do. It's an absolute gift to play with everybody, and I'm so fucking happy I get to play with
I'm
Eric.
so grateful.
So
Dude, oh my god, I fucking love playing with you again. It's been so good. I want to kidnap you into
I know.
princes forever.
Listen, my
Devin
plan
and
was-
Princes, 1,000 years.
My plan was just to get a dagger, and now y'all are like, no, you're involved in the apocalypse, bitch. So I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna get to leave.
Listen,
Like,
if y'all motherfuckers can fucking talk Yormir into staying at the end of Fate, then we can fucking talk Devin.
Oh dear God, Eric, it absolutely killed me not to tell you. Like, Hayden knows. Hayden was here when we were like, it's gonna be Devin. Devin's gonna guest and Prince is gonna be so good.
It was around
like
Christmas. We were sitting on the floor, I remember.
Of what? Of 2022?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it would have been 2021.
Wait, 2021, yeah.
Oh my god.
Because
Yeah.
you
were still here,
I
yeah.
was living with them.
Yup. And we decided that shit, and then almost every week we would hang out, and you would be like, Carrie, I hate that we're not playing D&D. I want to play D&D with you. And I'm like, me too, boy. Waiting.
Oh, I hope
Like,
we get to do it a lot more in the future. It's really, really fun.
It's so fun. Happy. We're very lucky.
Yeah.
So good. Well, on that beautiful, wholesome note, because I love my friends so much, and I could talk to them
Same.
all day. But that is all the time we have. It's been all the time we had, like, for a minute, but I don't care.
It's true. Eric's got stream in like an hour.
I know.
Like,
Yeah, I gotta get some food
yeah,
in
do
me.
some fucking cool kids.
I was
like,
like, oh shit, we gotta go. I have to go watch Kung Fu Panda. But that is all the time we have. Why don't you guys let the fine people, wherever they are, maybe in a field somewhere, let them know where they can find you on the internets.
You can find me on Twitter, EricVA. I don't do a lot there. I edit stuff for Hayden here with their Scylla stuff, and that's a good time. You can go check out their stuff. I'm gonna turn this into a promotion for you every time you ask me to promote myself.
I know.
Hell yeah, let's
I
go.
know.
And you can check out this exact channel in like an hour and a half. We'll be playing some Persona 3 Reload with cool kids.
Hell yeah.
Actually, no, because this isn't going up. This is going up tomorrow. So
Travel
Next
back in
Tuesday.
time.
travel back in time, and an hour and a half from now, you can
But you should tune in every Tuesday, is what we're saying.
You should.
You should.
Definitely. And yeah, I'll also mention on Summoners Network on Mondays. I play games there, but also these guys do Monday stuff, so I can watch them as well. Have both
Somehow.
screens open at the
Yeah,
same
have
time.
two Twitch channels open. It'll be great.
And yeah, Thursday and now Saturdays
It's a
for
Thursday.
Princes and DMS.
Yeah, what about you, Carrie?
Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Heckin', like Eric
Mhm.
said, we're on this heckin' channel on Mondays doing cutie cult stuff. It's a good time. Right now, Sea of Stars is hurting us very, very much. And Heckin', also on this channel, I'm here on Heckin' Thursdays doing Princes with the wonderful boys. Heckin', on Fridays, if you want to check out something with gaming, we do gaming streams every other Friday, but this Friday, wait, no. It's going. Yeah, no, it's coming tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, this Friday, I did it. This Friday, we're doing heckin' Cryptstar Saga. It's a new D&D campaign that we just started, and it's very, very fun. And I love my space girl so much. Y'all should fucking tune in for that.
Yeah.
I also do stuff on Something Witty Entertainment, and you can find me on heckin' Twitter, just heckin' Expo Monkey X. I'm all over the place. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you're gonna check out the Cryptstar Saga, you should actually check it out on Spotify. Also, if you're not gonna watch live, because it's in podcast form now, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Spencer
Gotta plug
edits.
that shit.
Yeah.
Spencer edits. He works very, very hard.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Thank
It's a
you,
good
Kitty.
Now you.
I guess me. If you want to find more of me, you can find me on Twitter at HeyBaleVoice. You can find me on Instagram, kind of. I don't really use my Instagram at
Yeah,
HeyBaleVoice, but mostly I'm over on twitch.tv/ScyllaAria sometimes. And you can find all my clips and TikToks and shorts and all that edited by the wonderful Eric. He is the backbone of the Scylla brand, which I much appreciate.
His
If
TikToks
you
are incredible.
They're
Such
so
editing talent.
they're so funny. Oh my god, rip Dennis, man. Anyway, I love that TikTok so much.
So good.
If you want to do me a giant favor and support me in a different kind of strange way, you can go on crunchyroll.com and you can watch Buchigiri this season. I am the head writer for Buchigiri. It's my Smelly Boys show is what I've been calling it. It's not the professional thing to
Oh,
call
you're
it.
so incredible.
But it feels like a return to form of like 2000s anime. So I really love it, and it would mean the world to me if you would go check it out. The cast is so good, and they're all so funny in their roles, and it's a very fun show. So definitely go check out Buchigiri on Crunchyroll. But if you want more Nat 19, you can tune in Monday through Wednesday for gaming streams, alternating Wednesdays with Wits and Crits. Thursdays, we alternate Princes of the Apocalypse and Laid Back Laidlaw. And on Saturdays, you can tune in for Devil's Might Surrender. If you're interested in merchandise or you want to know more about our team, you can visit our website at nat19show.com. That is nat19show.com. So thank you guys so much
We
for
also have a
tuning in.
new.
I was gonna say we got a
thing
new
going.
store.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
We
it's
now
so
have
good.
a fourth wall. Let me give you the exact heckin' fourth wall thing. Let me scroll up in our
There's
product
such good shit on there. I
announcements.
was literally talking about it on stream
Yeah.
yesterday. I want the fucking hoodie.
It's
It's so good.
nat19shop.fourthwall.com. That's nat19-shop.fourthwall.com. So you should go check it out. Brayden made all of the merch that's on there. And it's a good time. And we will be adding more just as we come up with more designs. But definitely get yourself something from the shop. It's very good.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Oh, all right, my lovely teenies. Thank you for watching this extra long episode of Wits and Crits.
Whoops.
We will shoot. It's fine. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody. We love